Well, hello everyone. This is our take 2. I'm a bit out of practice. It's been a while since we've been filming. I had to bring Napoleon out of retirement. But he's here and he's ready to work hard. I had a chat to my beautiful grade 5s the other day. Oh yes, it's tiring work, I know. My beautiful grade 5s the other day, and we wrote a list of some of the things that they would like me to go over in lockdown in some of my different shows. And one was trees and landscapes. Now, I love trees. I'm a tree hugger. On my walk, Napoleon and I stop and hug our trees. But it's been a long time since I've drawn a tree. So I had to go online, get a little refresher, and then I found a few simple ways that helped me. And you know what? I spent the whole morning drawing trees and I had so much fun. So I'm going to go through with you and I'm going to break it down into some really simple ways. This here is the shape of the canopy, the outside of the leaves that I'm going to sort of aim for, and then the base. So we'll start with that and I will go through. Then we add the medium branches off. And then we add some more. And I'll explain how to do this, how it keeps breaking off. And then I'll go through how to add the foliage on the side shading. So I've done that with 3 different trees. This is a tree that's leaning more and has grown a bit to the side. Trees are never 100% symmetrical. You've got an itch bug, all right? But again, I started with the shape of the canopy and the main trunk, then added a thicker trunk, then the medium branches going off. And this is a very big jump this time, sorry, but then I had some fun shading to there. I'm going to do 2 trees with you. I think I'll do this bigger one. And then, Aidan, what was this one called again?
Umbrella tree.
Umbrella tree. I think they're found in more African nations, yeah. And so I will do this one as well, which I really, really loved. So we are going to move to the side. Now, today I'm using mostly grey lead, but at the end I'm going to show you one more abstract, non-realistic, as you all know. We talk about that at school. Abstract is non-realistic version of a tree for those who would rather that style. Yes. Now you're right there, Napoleon. All right. Let's see. I will. I won't move you, Napoleon. I'll move. Don't stress. I'll go back to the start to be able to show you what I'm doing. We've been collecting sticks, haven't we, Nip? We've got the fire pit outside that we've been loving. All right. So Nip and I go to the park and we collect for that. All right. So my gorgeous son Aidan is filming today. Ruby, my normal camera person, is busy. So if Aidan can come over my shoulder. All right. So it is totally up to you, the shape of your outside canopy, but you just need to start with a very simple trunk. Doesn't really even have to be straight. I'm going to go sort of with the shape I've got there. It's a bit bigger on one side, doesn't matter. We're going to rub that part out later. So that is where you start, simple as that. And this is where you're going to get your shape of your branches to sort of go to. Then come the medium-sized branches. Now I'm going to make my trunk a bit thicker. Again, it's not even. It doesn't matter. There's a lot of wonky trees out there. Now, this is something that I didn't realise. When you're doing your medium branches, they start thick at the base and then they go thinner and then other branches can go off there. Now, there is no, you can put it more on one side than the other. You can put them even if you would like. I'm not really big into even and perfect. So I might make this part a bit longer. I might even split that by taking one off there. Another one here. All right. So once you've done that, you can start adding other branches to these two medium ones. Now I'm going to try and start having them come out to the canopy because that's what creates the shape. Oh. Napoleon, you love a tree, don't you? Nip likes it for a different reason because his friends wee on them, so when he's walking, gets to see who's been there, don't you, big fella? All right. So I'd like to welcome those people who haven't seen our show before. And hopefully our international people have come back. Our lovely friends in Germany and the UK. Some from New Zealand. France. Oh, I might have to put one down here. Yep. Again, there is no right. Oh, I'm going a little bit freestyle today. All right. And from there, we just keep on adding to the branches. Now, some can be a lot thinner. And the more you add, because if you look at a tree, it is made up of many, many, many different size and multiple branches. You can even go in behind because they all overlap for sure. You're liking my tree, Nip? What? Oh, look in the camera. A bit wonky today. It's been a while, Nip. You a bit camera shy? Never? Alright, I might put another small one in here. Ooh. So much fun, and what I love is every tree I've drawn is very different. We sort of like that about art, don't we? Now, you could literally go on and on and on and on until you have a very densely branched tree. But I'm not going to go too many because I want to have time to do other things. And as I say in class, the most important thing is not you sitting here watching me, but you having a chance to have a go yourself. So see, as the more I'm adding these last ones, the more those thinner twigs. They're really good ones for starting your fire, Napoleon. Okay, it doesn't matter, it doesn't have to be perfectly in your lines because they're going to go anyway. All right, next one, I'm going to go, that's a very big jump. So in between, I'm going to start thickening up my trunk, but also giving it some texture. Go on the ground, a bit of grass around here, but tree trunks, some of them, well, one of the ones I hug in the park is very smooth, but a lot of them, and I think this one would have a bit of texture. We'll get some lines going and build up the darkness of the branches. Again, I'm going quite quickly. What we're aiming for is we're heading for this sort of thing. I spent more time doing that one. I was actually sitting up the front in the sunshine, some music on, and hopefully that's what you'll get to do, having a lovely time just creating my tree. So the more lines and the more shading you put in, the better. I don't know what this pencil is. It might be a 2B, I think. You want it fairly dark, but not too dark that you can't rub out some of your stuff. Oh, a bit empty there. I'm just going to... Alright. So you can keep building that up, but I'm going to show you the next stage. So you need your pencil quite sharp because we're going to hold it on the side for the shading. Now, where did I put the rubber? Oh, Napoleon. The rubber's over there. Oh, well, we won't worry. Alright, so just go on the side and we're going outside the canopy. And each little group of twigs, I'm sort of just going around. Aiden, my real one's coming in for a close-up. Oh, yeah. So each little group of twigs, I sort of just do a round flat motion. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. Going around Just getting the individual shape, and we're going to work it up a bit. This is just your initial. We're not going for detail in this one. This tree is sort of semi-realistic. And again, it's not going to be the same as the one next to me, which I like. Now, depending how hard, I'm just pushing lightly then, but just the heavier I push down, the darker you can get your shading, okay? So it's all the control of your pencil. You push down in areas that you want darker, because there'll be darker and lighter areas of the tree. So each little, see, group of twigs here, I'm sort of just doing. Now you might come up with a different way. Seriously, this is just a suggestion to get you going. Like when I watched online, I watched it to sort of get an idea, and then I just went in and did my own thing a bit, as I do. This was a good starting point. Alright. Now there are going to be some in behind here that you can't see, branches, I think, because it's not going to be totally empty in here. Alright, up here. Adding as we go. What do you think, Nip? Oh, that was a bit race, that bit, but anyway. Darker areas. Alright. You get the general gist of my tree. Now this one's got a bit more detail and things in, and you might go and then shade some of the bark. If you really want to do your shading properly, you see where the sun's coming from. We've done it and points down here, and here will be lighter and there will be darker if your sun's coming from there. Whatever side is away from your light source, your sun, will be darker, and then you do more dark over this side than that side if your light's coming from there. All right, Nip. Now let's have a go at the umbrella tree. Sorry, Aid, can you pass me that? We'll see if he's... Sorry, everyone. We're highly technical here. All right. Now, the umbrella tree, I do a little bit differently, and I got these tips online too of different ways. So I thought I'll give you a few different ways to do trees. So these roundish sort of flat oval shapes, we're going to draw them first. Now I think this time I'll have 2 up the top. Again, it doesn't really matter. You'll draw, hopefully, a whole lot of these and get some different ideas. Then we need the main trunk. Mine's going to have to go there, maybe there. So that's my main few lines for my trunk, okay? Then we will thicken it up a bit and make it more detailed. I actually quite like this simple. I'm going to thicken it up. And start just drawing some more smaller branches that go off it. What do you think, Nip? Do you like the umbrella tree? I was in South Africa for 6 months, but when I was 3. So I can't really remember. We've had a few South African families at our school, a lot at our school in Black Rock when I worked there, but don't jump, Nip. All right, so because the main trunk is your main support, we need just to make that one a bit thicker. I don't mind all the lines. I think that looks quite good. Again, it's up to me. It's my drawing, so you can do it however you want, but I think I quite like that. And then, oh, Nip. Then, what did I say at school, Nip? Don't drop the pencils because it breaks the leads. That wasn't you? Okay. And some can come off here. Again, I'm going a bit faster. You don't need to be watching me the whole time. This is why I've done a show where I tried to do the fast forwardy thing. But me and technology sometimes aren't the best of friends. Whoop. Like so. Oh, that one's got a cute one out the side. Alright, the other one's a bit twistier, doesn't matter. Alright, one in here. Okay, I think that'll do. Alright, so this one is quite simplistic. Alright. Oh my lord, what a jump! I don't really have in between. Alright, now this one has more detail. So you can go in and redraw some York branches and put a lot more detail into them and shading into the actual trunk. I don't mind the lines on this. It's very different to my other one, but as I said, I don't mind that. You can shade in some of them. Now, with the, let's put a little cute on it here. Again, with the canopy and the foliage at the top, it's all about using your pencil on the side. So what I do is I just go lightly. Oh, it's very sharp, this one. And I seem to have more dark areas at the bottom where the light doesn't hit. What's fallen down? You're looking for the pencil. Don't worry about it. We'll get it later, Bum. And any that are sticking out, you can put some little bit of foliage on. Build it up as you go. Very different looking trees, aren't they? All over the world. That's what I quite like, is every country has very different trees. For my gorgeous Germans, my sister and brother-in-law and niece and nephews that live in Germany, they live near the Black Forest, and their trees there are different again. Love it. Aiden and I, we love the Black Forest, don't we, Aid?
Yep.
Alright, down. So again, just concentrating. Hello, what you doing? On getting, and it doesn't have to be perfectly round, it's roundish. We read that book at school, Ish, about Ish art. Doesn't have to be perfect as long as it's ish. This is tree-ish. Oh, little one there. Now try and get a bit of difference of the dark in. Now, especially for my students, I can't wait to see your versions of trees. Hopefully they're not exactly like mine. You can adapt yours. Remember, use mine just as a starting point, but anyone can email me. We love seeing everyone's different artwork. Right, and then again you can shade on the side. Just going quickly for this one. So this one here is a lot more detailed, but I just then went back in and did a few shapes and added a few more textures into those two. But they're both fine, they're just different. Now, I used this tree and as an example of how in one stage, let's see, I've got one of those stages, we can go more abstract. So this stage here is when I decided, because I actually like abstract, this is all nice, but this is what I love. Oh, Napoleon. Hang on, Aid, I'm going to reach over. I need one of these. Oh, Nip, you need to earn your keep and pass me things. Hey? Alright, so at one of the really early stages, when I did this, I left it at that, and then I just went, I love my Sharpies, but you can use just textures to go over your lines. That's a cool sound. And we're going to simplify it, and then you can colour it in any way you like. It's just fun. Don't make your lines perfectly straight, because trees very rarely have perfectly straight lines. Makes it more interesting. What do you think, Nip? It's a weird smell, isn't it? Yeah. How about that? Adding little extra branches if you want. Is your arm getting tired yet, Aid?
A little bit.
It's hard work being our cameraman. It's a shame the pay's not good, hey, Nip? About as much as your pay. Oh, you get chicken necks. I'm sure Aiden doesn't want those. Oh, I'm going to make my middle branch a little bit thicker. So just have fun And then you can keep adding little shapes in if you want, extra tree branches. And then this one, whoop, even make your shape even a bit more interesting. I'm gonna go like that a bit more. Whoa. Abstract is so much fun. It's very freeing. Whoa. What do you think, Nip? And then you can go ahead and you can colour that in any way you like. You could even just do some pattern work into your tree in black and white. What do you think, Nip? What could I do in this one? Some spots. And then you could colour it in if you want. Well, there's nothing wrong with leaving things black and white. And this is the thing, you can go on and you could create many, many, many different sorts of trees. And that's what I want you to do. Have fun experimenting with all the different sorts of trees that you can do. You forgot to bring your toy, Nip. Is that what you're looking for? Your little friend usually has on here. So I would love if you try some realistic trees, and I would love if you tried some more abstract ones too. I'll take these to school and give them to people when I'm finished, otherwise Nip, they're just going to go into it. I love that sound. Ooh. Oh. And if you want to even do more detail, you could go and colour in every second one. But I'm not going to do that now. You guys need to go and create your own. Oh. Nip's just scratching Aiden. Wants to get down. We're nearly finished. Alright. See, I will continue on off screen because this is just fun. And you guys are going to have time to add as much detail. And you can even go out for the land. Alright, Nip, let's go and say goodbye. Napoleon, come back here. Come and say goodbye. Oh, wow. Thank you for watching again. Sit down. And what I'm really looking forward to is seeing as many, many, many different sorts of trees as you possibly can. Really have fun experimenting. They don't have to be detailed if you don't want to. You can even go out and have a look at the trees around your house for the different textures of the bark. Some are very rough, some are very smooth. I think even go and sit with a piece of paper. We might do that in the park. I don't know if we're allowed to sit in the park, but we've got a tree at the front of our house. Sit and look at the trees around you. All right. Well, thank you for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye.